Hello, gentlemen.
Good, mate.
Sam, Reardon.
Gibbo.
Mate, we're back again. Arete Rugby League Podcast. This is episode number 5.
5, we made it.
We've made it. We're
Far out. Nearly
officially
made
made
it.
it. So this morning we've done a CrossFit workout at Arete. How'd you pull up?
Yeah, it was good.
Rattled.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very good. Good timing there. 6 a.m. really makes or breaks you.
Yeah. So we had a partner WOD, and Rito, you took it on your own.
Yeah.
Machine.
Yeah, just keep going.
And huge effort. So big shout out to Pino and Picasso at Gladesville.
Yeah.
Grand opening last night, was it?
Yeah, for Brady, Harris and Bree.
Yep.
Yeah, they've so they just bought a little, so it's a franchise.
Yep.
And so you basically go there, you just book your tickets online. I think $59 a ticket.
Yep.
And you can paint. There's like an artist that sort of teaches you how to do the painting.
Yep.
And yeah, it's a good night out, eh? Like a few drinks. You get to keep your canvas, so hang it up on your bedroom wall or something.
Yeah, good.
No, it was good fun. It was really good.
Bit of wine.
Yeah, heaps of wine. I was driving because it was Lawsy's time to have a bit of a drink and have some fun. So yeah, it was a really good night. Got
Awesome.
home fucking 1:30.
Big effort.
Yeah,
Get here at 6.
Oh man, I was
Home at 1:30, here at 6 for a
home at
Smash out of
1:30.
punish.
Home
For
at
assault bike.
1:30. Cancelled gym at 5:05. Rebooked 5:06 and got out of bed.
That is play of the day.
Yeah.
And can we bring back the brute big bash?
Yeah.
Remember
100%.
Vossi's weekly?
Yeah.
Like that's a Bundy big play. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, oh, the Bundy big play.
That was
Yeah.
Not
Had to
what was I
come.
talking about? Sorry. Edit that one out.
It was a
Jesus
brute
Christ.
hard hits, I think.
Yeah, righto.
But anyway, yeah, no,
was a
I'm
Bundy.
happy that I got it done. I feel good.
straight into a potty too.
Yeah.
Mate,
Perfect.
awesome. And coffee, Black Duck, mate, they just get better and better, these blokes.
Yeah.
So it's
Thanks,
shout out to
Simon.
them.
He sorted us out with a muffin. They got their little sweets now. This is a caramel muffin. Get down there.
Oh, far out.
Yeah. So
Hey, didn't we, the first podcast we did, we divvied one up?
a caramel slice. Yeah.
That's right.
Sweet tooth Sammy.
Yeah, I do love it. It's my. Yeah, I'll never have abs, but hey, that's all right. Different topic.
All good. Rugby league. So massive, like 2 weeks. A lot's happened in the last 2 weeks. Last time we were on. So Barrett to the Bulldogs. What do we think?
Yeah, I'm stoked.
Yeah, as a Penrith fan, it hurts. He's been good for our club, I think. He's
Yeah.
reinvigorated the attack of the club. But opportunities arise, you've got to take them. It's in his best interest,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
I think the Bulldogs would be, well, obviously they got there, man. That was a very quick turnaround from
Wasn't it?
Dean Payne, so you sort of start thinking, how long was that in the thought process?
You know, I don't really
don't-
like what happened with Payne. Like, he didn't get a good chance at it.
Yeah.
That's what I don't like. Like, I'm heaps happy that they've got Barrett to come in because I think Barrett will probably, like Sammy said, you know, bring a bit more to the attack and that kind of thing. Like, but in saying that, Dean Payne didn't really have the players there to
Yeah.
do that. But
Yeah.
I think Barrett, like, because he's pretty well respected throughout a lot of clubs now. Like, all the Manly boys love him, the Penrith boys love him. He will bring players,
attract
which
people, won't he?
the Dogs need that, man. Like, they need. Yeah.
What do you guys hear? What does he bring? Like, why is he so good? What's he? How has he changed the Panthers' attack? Do you know?
Yeah, like from what just the sort of mail I keep getting is he knows the game so well.
Yeah.
And he really breaks it down probably a bit like Joey Johns would. He played,
Forget how
halfback,
good he was.
5'8",
Yeah,
early
yeah.
2000s. If you didn't have Freddie Fittler in front of him, he's probably one of the best sixers that we've ever had. Probably still is.
100%. I used to love Barrett. Even with Fittler, though, they moved Fittler into lock because of Barrett at 5'8".
Yeah, they tried to play them both, Or they did play
They
them
did
both.
play them
sorry,
both,
yeah.
yeah. So Fittler would go 13 and Barrett was 6. Like, he was I just remember in Origin, man, that's when I think of Barrett, like with Origin, he was the go-to, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You got Joey.
Remember he
but-
wore the Pomeroys. Yeah, the guard on the hammy guard when he
Yeah.
played Origin. I remember that game. He was
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
7, and I think we got up. Geez, that was the heydays.
Yeah, that was
04,
mad,
05
Those
maybe.
big quad pads though.
Yeah, the Pomeroys.
Remember the torpedoes, Bart?
Yeah, I did wear them.
So did I. Yeah, they did
Easily
nothing, but
yeah.
They did nothing.
everyone's like,
Pork
you
pod.
put your pads in, and it did nothing.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know what they were invented for, eh?
Yeah, well, who knows?
Yeah.
They done well out of it, Steve. I think.
Yeah.
But going back to Barrett, like it gives that belief to him as well. Like he sees the game so well from an attacking point of view, and just probably gets over the line. Like sticking to this structure or shapes that you run and believe in, it works.
Yeah.
So, without going into too much, like I think that's one of the main things that he brings because he's very attacking based. He's Penrith's attacking coach this year. So, he's going to need to go on to the Dogs. One, get the cattle, which we'll touch on. Two, find a good defensive coach to be in that club as well.
Yeah, they've got. So the thing is with the Dogs, they've got Jackson playing in the middle. Like Jackson, when Dogs had a good at like attacking halves, and when Foran wasn't injured, he was such a good edge player. And now I would like to see him bring Jackson back to the edge. I think they kept him in the middle to stiffen it up.
Tie up, yeah.
So
they've lost Adam Elliott, which hurts them this year.
Yeah.
But going forward next year, I think Elliott's he's the best 13 they've got.
I reckon as well.
Whether that Luke Thompson plays front row or lock, very similar positions.
Yeah, he's an exciting player.
Yeah, he looks good, eh?
Got that good build, mobile, can play 80.
He's got the aggressive...
James Graham in his heyday.
Yeah.
James Graham growing up like similar players,
definitely.
I think.
Yeah.
I haven't seen too much of Thompson. Like I don't really watch Dogs games that much.
Stand watching them at the moment.
But
the size of him, he's like a love child of Sam Burgess and James Graham.
He's got the low centre of gravity type thing.
Solid up, yeah.
But like he's not as rangy as Sammy Burgess was. But he's like got that build like in between him and Gallen type thing. Like not as stocky as Gallen, but he even he's got good like footwork at the line, like leg speed.
The game's changing, so you need that from your middle players. Taumalolo was the evolution of the 13, I think. Footwork, pass, offload. I think every club needs to look at fucking signing a good 13. We're touching it. Radley, Murray, Trebojevich's, Taumalolo's. These are your top 4 13s in the game. Isaiah Yeo.
Yeah.
Underrated.
Yeah.
Very, very underrated.
Yeah.
Smoky for Origin.
I love him.
Don't think he's going to get there, but
he's a really good player. He's one of those players that like he doesn't miss tackles. Like if someone's running him, it's tackle made. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. We'll get on to the Panthers. Just back to the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Just for quickly, Harry Naira gone to the Raiders.
Yeah.
Are you disappointed in that?
Oh, look.
Do you think Barrett would have liked to have had him in the sheds?
Oh, any coach would love to have him. He's a perfect back rower, tall, rangy, strong, good leg speed, can run good lines. Like he's fast.
that's his strength, his line running for me. Yeah.
And look, don't get me wrong, there's a drop ball in him every game, there is. But he would have been beautiful to have with the Dogs and especially with Barrett because he is an attacking player. But like you do the wrong thing, man. Like that's what happens. Like you know what I mean. You go to a school and whatever happens, it's the wrong thing to do.
Does he have like a leg to stand on to say, "Oh fuck, I'm going to Raiders"? Like after what happened?
Yeah,
like,
I know. That's what
is it his call or like did Bulldogs push him back out? Or
that's a debate.
It's getting portrayed as he went stuff you Dogs. I'm going to Raiders, but I don't know.
Nah, I'm pretty sure
because it wasn't denied what happened.
No, that's right. And apparently they both apologised and said, we fucked up. But apparently part of the appeals process was there to be reinstated at their club or as per their contract.
Yeah.
So like Ockenball's staying.
Yep.
Is Ockenball staying?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just got a few more weeks suspension.
Yeah.
Another month, I think.
But the smoke
Extra.
from the fire was that he was the one that wanted out. Because of the way the Bulldogs just dropped him like hot
because
sparks.
he got flicked straight away, straight away.
But it wasn't the Bulldogs that made that decision straight away. It was the NRL that deregistered them. Like, so at the end of the day, if the NRL deregisters them and they're not allowed to train,
the Dogs have no say in that,
Bulldogs can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't care. If he doesn't want to be there, I'd rather him not be there.
Yeah.
Going in Barrett,
I think there was no support from the Dogs at all.
Yeah.
Like you imagine Victor Radley and someone else got on the sauce and did what they did.
Yeah.
Nick Politis would...
Oh, they hush-hush that. The Roosters are very good.
They'd be hush-hush and there'd be a lot of background support.
I reckon there's a lot that's happened in the East that we'd never hear about.
No, you won't.
Uncle Nick, brown paper bags, you know what I mean?
Did you see that thing on the NRL roast with Sonny Bill, and then they had just like piles of cash in front of him? A dead set, but
just squeezing him under the salary cap.
I think the history of the Dogs with the Mad Monday thing, and this in pre-season, they probably just went, we just don't want to deal with that.
Yes.
Barrett going into that would be like, Harry and I on the field, yes, but fuck, off the field, money generated from sponsors, fans.
Well, they've lost.
They're bigger than the game, just being a good footy player.
Yeah.
So he's probably like, it is what it is.
So if you're Trent Barrett, how long do you... he's got 3 years. How long do you give him before top 8?
No, I think next year, like, they've got the money. No, they have to.
You call them top 8 next year?
Oh, well, they have to if they've... Like, realistically, you're going to go and spend the money on Barrett. You've got $3 million to spend on some talent.
Yep.
They got Nick Kotrick, gets them a good start from, tackle one. That it all stems off, people go, you buy a winger or a centre and you're not going to win a comp, but it's not about just buying that player to win you a comp. Like, you can't buy one player that'll win you the comp. You've got to get the cattle in that are going to, complement each other. So, for instance, like, I think with the Dogs, they've got Kotrick, who's going to be... He's a centre, but I'm pretty sure he's playing centre.
Yeah, he come through the grades as a centre.
Yeah.
So that's his natural position.
So he'll be good in centre.
Would you play Hopewadi or Raymond Smith as your other centre?
I'd have Raymond Smith on the wing because he's tall, he's good under the ball.
Aerial, yeah. Him on the same side as Kotrick would be dangerous.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Be a good edge.
Then I'd have Hopewadi. Hopewadi's a gun. I love him. I like him. I don't like...
How old's he now?
He'd be
He's
29.
my age, 28.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'd have him on one centre, Kotrick on the other, Remus Smith on one wing, Dallin on the other wing. I'd be looking at a fullback.
Yeah, I think they need one. You need a one.
Yeah,
Dallin,
they need ball playing one.
Dallin signed as fullback. He's so much better on the wing.
Yeah.
His returns are that's his strength.
Then I'd be looking for...
he's not a passer, really.
Yeah. They've got... Britt, who's pretty good, like he'll develop this year, like it'll be a good experience for him. I think he's going to be good. They need to...
You got Fafita Mariner.
Fafita Mariner, he'll come off the bench.
He's looking at re-signing.
I don't like him starting, but...
No?
I think they need another good edge. Like, I'd play Jackson on one edge.
Elliott 13.
Thompson and Tolman in the middle.
What about Napa?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, maybe Tolman... You start Tolman.
He's good, but he's a starter because he's not an impact player.
That's
for me,
it.
maybe.
Agree.
But Napa's big money front rower. You got to start him, give him 60 minutes. I don't know. He might be better off the bench. Play 50 minutes.
Yeah, true. Napa could do that.
I think for me, the Dogs need a 1 and a 9. That's without say.
Yeah.
You keep Lewis around the club and another.
Lewis will be good. He'll end up being a lock.
You keep a second stringer half bit below Lewis as well, so that you take your pick out of Cogger or Wakeham.
No, don't rate Wakeham.
One of them you make the choice because you need 4 halves in that club.
Yeah,
like minimum 2 of each position.
Yeah,
but
who would you go for?
Do you give Foran? I don't give him any more than a 2-year deal. That's probably been generous. I think give him a 1-year deal
for him. Yep, 300 a year.
Just
ones
for experience because you don't want to go a complete rebuild, especially in the spine. But you need a 1, a 9, and I don't know who's out there, but a 6. And Mike keeps saying Matt Burton, which it would make sense.
That's going to happen.
I think you're very hopeful, but Penrith have to make a call. Which we'll probably lead into that one.
So we can come back to the coaches a bit.
You've got to go for McInnes.
So if Barrett's coming from Penrith, we can go into Panthers.
Yep.
Does he?
It's getting a lot of media, this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like not bringing anyone over.
Yeah, but because they know what he did at Manly.
Burton, Tyrone May.
I think Burton. Burton will.
Tyrone May won't let him go. Penrith. I don't believe he's got too much value as a utility.
Yeah.
He can play back row, lock, 5'8", hooker. He could probably do a job in the
He's actually a really
centres.
good player.
He's a good footy player.
Yeah.
And 5'8" he's a 13 in my eyes.
Penrith are going. I think
Like
Penrith are going to run into
roaming,
trouble with being a victim of their own success.
What's that?
Penrith are going to run into a trouble with being a victim of their own success. They've got so many good players coming
Local
through.
juniors.
I really think though that they've managed it well. I think for the amount of good players they've had, they've really managed well the last 3 years. You think about who they've brought in and come and gone, like Maloney. That was a great signing. Trent Merrin was in his prime a few years ago, but they let him go on big money to retain these juniors. I think they've done well and they know where they want to go. It's probably a bit biased from a Penrith fan, but they've invested in Cleary. That's his team.
He's so good. He's unbelievable.
Yeah, at the moment, they're top 20 or whatever. They're all good, solid players.
Yes.
But every club needs that top 21, don't they? And the other ones are all kids coming through as well. So I think they've invested their money right. Their cap's very well evenly split. Other clubs have thrown $1 million, Milford, and other players, and Darius Boyd's and stuff like that. And then they're trying to filter the money away where people, they get 20 or 30 games, their market value goes up, but the club just can't pay it.
Yes.
Where the good clubs, the Melbourne and Roosters, obviously, they're even split. So I think, although, the more successful you become as a team, your team will get just pulled apart by the cap and everything, you win a grand final.
The difference is with that, you've got like we were saying the other week, you've got Titans who have to offer that big money, and then what happens is it creates like a divide in the team because like that player's there for the money. Whereas like you look at Penrith, and I guarantee you, I'd say 90% or even 80, or say 85% of that team, they would take a 10% pay cut to stay together. Where like to keep somebody like Cleary to hold them all together. Whereas like you could have players like Isaiah, he could go get probably 800 off someone where he might stay at Penrith for 500.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean? Like that's a difference, and that's what the culture is, a huge thing that people don't talk about enough.
Definitely.
Because they go, why are these teams so successful? Like you look at the Roosters, man, when they score a try, like they all celebrate together, and you can actually see how happy they are for each other.
Yeah.
And you've got players like with Penrith as well. Like I watch them, and with Crichton, they all get around him when he scores. Like it's really, you can tell that it's a really good culture around that club. But then you look at teams like I feel like Para are like that now as well.
Yeah, they're getting there.
And gelling well. Winning creates that culture too.
Tigers are getting there. Tigers are actually. I've seen something different in them the other night. Like I think even though they got beat, they're there for each other, and they're all playing tough. Whereas like the Titans, Newcastle look like they've got a pretty good thing going on. Dogs see someone will score and they'll just sort of all run back. Like it's the culture that makes a huge difference. It'll keep players around.
All those teams you just named have had a bit of success, haven't they?
Exactly.
And the other ones have cellar dwellers. So they're all sportsmen. We've all been sportsmen. You hate losing. Yeah. It fucking burns you, doesn't it? Like,
well, that's the
winning
talk
creates
about.
that good culture.
It does, yeah. Winning solves everything.
It does.
If you have problems in your club, winning will solve everything.
Yeah.
And that's what there is rumours around that there's a lot of jealousy at the Broncos for all the young blokes of being what they're getting paid, and they're all jealous of each other. So that doesn't create.
Yeah, well, the fucking critters in the media spin it. You know what I mean? What are they meant to do?
The thing is, it's
wrong, but
and it's always overinflated.
Always.
Yeah, always.
They don't know what exact salaries. Like they say they have to be sent in, but that's private.
But see,
I don't ask you what you're on, and nor should I ask, or nor should I know. Like,
it's none of your business.
You know what I mean? That's how it is.
It doesn't matter.
Why do we have to know what they're getting paid?
No.
Good luck to them. I hope they all get paid as much as they can.
Yeah.
Because you've played that level. Like fucking hell, it's a short career.
But if players are going to sit there around their club and worry about what every player gets, every single club will have jealousy. Like there's every
there
single
probably
club.
Is jealousy.
100% there is, bro. Like, well, you look at it, right? Milford, he's on $1 million a year. Like, if I was paying Haas, I'd be going, mate, that is an absolute joke. Like, you don't deserve half of that. And then you've got Payne Haas, who's probably on at the moment $350, probably. that's just performing like every week, and his heart and soul, man, into the jersey. And that's why all these people like the older Broncos are coming out going like, this is actually, like Brent Tate come out the other day and said, I had to turn it off at half time. I could not believe the disrespect that some of those players have in that jersey. Like, they actually don't care that they're getting pumped every week.
Yeah. That'd be killing the old boys. So successful.
Oh, yeah, it's burning them.
Yeah. That's why they should have, I reckon they should bring in Kevy Walters, man. They need to get rid of Seabold and just go, you know what, we need
bring
some love back in the club.
Like the Dogs of War.
Exactly.
Yeah, where the Broncos were.
Well, we're gonna chat. Okay, so the Cowboys coaching position's up.
Yep.
So who goes there? Seabold's gone. I don't think he'll last. He'll be there next year. So who moves into the Broncos position, and then who goes to the Warriors?
Yeah. So there's three clubs
first.
now, isn't there? There's the Cowboys, Warriors, Broncos. For me, I don't. With what happened with Paul Green, I can't see him just going to the Warriors and fixing them.
No.
They need fucking help more than anyone.
Do you reckon it's coincidence Paul Green has left when Seabold's under the most pressure?
I don't think Paul Green...
Do you think there's a connection there?
I don't know, but I know that Kevy Walters fits into that somewhere.
Yeah.
And they're talking Cowboys potentially, but I'm telling you, you ain't going to jump at the Cowboys when the Broncos are... they're on he's on the edge of the cliff, Seabold. I think he's got 1 foot over and he's sort of looking for the guardrail behind him, but he's about to be pushed off. I just feel that they've told him, it's come in the media 5 out of the last 10 games to win.
He's got 5 from 9 now.
I can't see him winning 5 games.
No, they're not going to win.
But even if that's false or true, who cares?
Yeah.
What's happened to that club is they're on a downhill slide, big time. There's dramas, more than just the performance on the field.
So you got 2 resumes on the desk.
Yep.
Broncos.
Yep.
Do you take Paul Green or Kevy Walters?
Walters,
100%. Paul Green played for Broncos.
Yep.
He Paul Green doesn't. He's not going to coach. It's not good for him to jump out of what's happened at. It's not his fault what's happened at the Cowboys. It's it's gone a little stale because he's been there forever, man.
They lost an immortal.
Yes.
Yeah. And now, that's right.
They've
no Morgan.
Morgan's been out the whole year.
Yeah.
So he's their captain and best player.
Yeah.
Valentine Holmes has played 2 games or 3 games injured.
But he needed 6 to 8 weeks to come back and find
COVID was the worst thing that happened to them.
Yeah.
McLean's their number 1 front rower.
Him and Maguire.
You know what I mean? So McLean's been out more than half the year.
Yeah.
Taumalolo's playing, but he can't win a game on his own.
He's got them all on his back.
He's carrying them out.
Yeah, without Morgan out there, they've just lost their chief.
Yeah.
That's what I feel.
Yeah, same.
You can get away with inexperienced outside backs for so long, but not when you've got a kid fullback, kid centres. Like Esam Masters has really not stepped up the way he was playing at the Tigers.
Yeah.
You can sort of talk about form, but they've had a lot of players out. So
I think with Paul Green... I think
you're right. I was agreeing with you what you were saying. It's not entirely his fault. He can only do what he can do. Look at Dean Pay.
Yeah, exactly.
You can only do what you can do with what you've got.
So Walters to the Broncos. So who goes to the Cowboys?
Do they go like a Jeff Tuvey? Is it time for him to come back in?
I couldn't see him going up there.
Why? I don't know.
Too far from home.
No, not that. I just think he's like... You look at Jeff Tuvey, man. I just can't see him coaching anyone else but the Sea Eagles.
He should just stick to Fox Sports.
Yeah.
I love his blow-ups.
He's Manly through and
he
through.
Is.
It's in his blood. I can't see him coaching another club.
They're talking about the pool of coaches, the Walker brothers.
Yeah.
Ben and Shane.
That's Warriors.
Queenslanders.
I think that's Warriors.
Queenslanders. Yeah. What Ipswich coaches? Do they move further north? You got Anthony Griffin. I think he fits in one of these clubs. I think he's going to be.
Yeah. I hope.
I would like him to go to the Warriors. For me, I think he
discipline.
Yeah. There was never a problem at Penrith with him, like in his coaching. He actually had a very good record. It was off the field.
They're in the top 4.
Yeah. He didn't do anything wrong.
I think
Gould? I think so. Yeah, I think behind the scenes, like
trying to have too much say over the plan.
And that's come out in the media. But Griffin's actually a very good coach. He started at Broncos, like he's brought the Kahu, the McCullochs, the Ben Hunts. That was that generation of 20-year-olds he brought through. And
correct me if I'm wrong.
Turned them into Origin players. Like,
yeah, that's right. When he got axed from the Broncos, wasn't they were in the top 4?
Yeah, they were.
And then he went to the Panthers.
Yep.
Got them into the top 4.
They
got axed.
come second.
Yeah.
And then they were in the top 4 the next year. I think they went all by 1 year. They made the 8.
Yeah.
Well, they sacked him just before the finals. As I was sitting at Penrith.
Because Ciro took over.
Yeah.
Ciraldo,
Yes.
It was a month before, or it was right on semi-final time. They were top 4.
Yep.
And there was issues there with Moylan. That was the whole thing. And then Moylan ended up going to the Sharks.
Well, they made Moylan captain that year.
Yeah, but that was to try and straighten him out.
Yeah.
And
that backfired a bit, but
so it's like, and when he left when he got axed from the Broncos, it was to make way for Wayne Bennett.
Yeah.
So he's been a victim of politics at both
off
clubs.
the field, not performance.
I actually probably would like to see him at the Cowboys.
Yeah,
he'd work well with the CEO up there.
Yep.
A good structure, good.
There's talk JT is going to come in some sort of coaching role.
Yeah,
just to come back into the club.
But just no coaching, he said. He goes, he'll sit there and like try and mentor.
Yep.
But
I don't think he's a coach. Yeah. Well, who knows? But
see, Morgan's been brought up with JT. Like, and even when Morgan speaks about JT, he's like, yeah, it's JT. Like, you know,
his mate.
It's his mate. Like, and the thing is, for the Cowboys, I actually thought Griffin as well personally, but I think I actually don't think Kevy Walters will go to the Broncos because
while Paul White's there.
Well, that's right, because last
he's gone.
time,
next year he's gone.
After this year.
Yeah, he said that's the only thing that makes me feel like that might happen, because if Paul White's there, he doesn't go there because of what happened when he pretty much was told you've got the job, right? And then Seabold comes.
Was that
in.
3 years ago?
Well, 2 years ago.
Before
Seabold's second year there now.
Yeah, before Seabold. Yeah, 2 years. Yeah,
and then now they're talking about. Then they were talking about him for the Titans. He didn't get that job. But yeah, I think Kevy Walters would slot right in. It'll bring that, love for Brisbane back, respect for the jersey. They'll just honestly like bring in, Gordon Tallis might even then want to go back there. And I know he's got a bit to do with Titans, is it?
Titans. Yeah, he's an ambassador there.
Yeah. He's been all 3 clubs, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Gordy's. He's just a Queenslander.
Yeah. But he was around Souths as well at some stage, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Gordy?
He was. Yeah. I think just before Seabold time.
Yeah.
So, okay, good. My ideal, good for rugby league. Griffin to the Cowboys, Walters to the Broncos, the Walker brothers to the Warriors.
100%. Yeah, I agree.
I'm going to throw one different one. I do agree with them first 2.
Yep.
I'm going to throw Nathan Brown to the Warriors.
Yeah.
He rebuilt Newcastle Knights.
He already said no.
He's okay.
He officially announced he's out of the running, but he did they did have a meeting for him to go there.
Okay, I didn't know that. So, big task for the Walker brothers. New coaches, New Zealand. Their attacking footy would be out of control.
That's why I think they should go there.
But so tell me, what do the Warriors keep doing year in, year out? Because it's the same results they've gone bad this year, but I think we can all give them an excuse this year. What's happened? Like, what do you reckon?
I like what Kenty said, like how he actually brings up the fact that just because they're the New Zealand Warriors doesn't mean you have to have a bunch of Kiwis in the same team. And I really like that, because like you go, and it's no disrespect, the Kiwi, like the Polynesian, they're unbelievable in rugby league. Like, they're a higher percentage of the whole of NRL.
They are now, yeah.
But what it is, like, if you can have someone like what Blake Green's done, like they've come out and said, oh, we don't want Blake Green next year. Just straight up, next week comes out and wins them the game. Like, why would you be talking like that about a player that can potentially do that, which he does it the following week, right? If you get the right coach in there, the players around him, like, they need a couple of hard heads in the middle. I think that's a difference. They've got flair out wide, like they've got Mamalo and Fusatua, which are arguably probably two of the best. On their day, 2 of the best wingers. Yeah. Right?
Then agree.
So they've got a team that can do the job. They just need a couple hard heads in the middle that can really, like they've got Tohu Harris, who was a gun when he was at Melbourne. He's got culture there, like knows what it's like to win.
Yep.
He can score tries. He's an attacking player. But I think if they have a couple of hardheads through the middle that can stiffen up their middle defence and attack, and really get moving forward, like probably shift Adam Blair.
I think he's gone.
I think his time's up.
Peyton come out and said his round 10 performance was not acceptable.
Yeah,
that would be the biggest blow. Head coach saying that's just not acceptable.
He's as good as Milford at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh man. Even when he went to Tigers,
you're 100% right.
Gym partner,
Steve Price went to the Warriors.
Exactly, and they were successful.
Yeah. Was it Kevin Beecham? Was it Kevin? That
I know who you're talking
about. Kevin. He went from the
Campion.
Yeah, that's it.
Tough nut man.
Yeah,
just Queenslander.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do they
see what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that.
They've lost that glue was Mannering for them for many years.
Yeah.
But he sort of was one out a lot of the time.
They had Brent Tate there, and he was good.
Yep. Maloney got him to the grand final.
That's what I'm saying. So Kenty's 100% right with that.
Who goes there then?
Yeah.
Because if Blake Green's gone, they've got that bloody young 5'8" Harris, Chanel.
Oh, Harris DeVita. He's good.
You keep him. You keep
him.
And Nicarima, which is that utility role, can fill in. But you need a
14.
You need a star 7, don't you?
You do.
To be honest, they're not in the game. Have a look at around all the clubs.
There's not many.
Who's there?
Well, there's
Benny Hunt's taken out of the equation again.
Yeah.
He's a 9 now, man.
I can't actually see any 7s where you go, wow, we've got to have him. Apart from Burton would be the obvious one where
Burton can be a 7.
Market, you go, okay, he's probably the best half that's not playing every week.
Yeah.
I really like I like watching that Cade Cust from Manly.
Right.
I'm a big fan of him.
He's a try scoring machine.
Yeah.
Always.
I don't know if he's that general 7 or whatever, but that's a problem. But is the depth,
and there's not a lot of superstars coming off contract next year.
Not really. Fafita still not sorted yet.
So have you seen the updated offers?
No.
So last night it was announced he's going to make a decision this weekend. So Titans have offered him 3 years at 3 point something mil, so it's 1.1 mil a year. And the Broncos...
What's gone down from 1.25?
I think it was always 1.1 they said,
Yeah, but I think it's gone maybe up to 1.125.
Oh, okay.
And there's the term. Because it wasn't a 5 years.
It was a 3-year deal at 1.25 they reported, but I remember Hooper...
5 years, 5 million.
Okay, so...
Or 5.5 for 5.
Yeah, so it's 1.1 million.
Yeah, a year.
I'm pretty sure now.
So it's actually gone up, but the Broncos are still, they're 800 grand short across the...
Over the
his teammates are telling him to go.
Yeah.
He has to take the money. He's so young. He needs to, man. He can be that difference in that club. They're going to build a club around him. That's...
If it's 100 grand, you're staying where you are.
Yeah,
200
exactly.
grand, that's a hard choice a year.
Yeah.
Let's do all the figures after tax on it. You're probably coming away with an extra 100 in your pocket, which 300 grand's a bit of money. But, if you see yourself winning a premiership, you probably stay. But when you're throwing out 400 a year over 3 years,
no, you can't knock that back.
It's a big money to knock back.
No, you don't knock that back.
So we'll talking before. You're only in this sport for a very short time.
Yep.
What's more important, the money or winning a premiership?
Well, okay. So all the blokes that have won premierships say the premiership.
Yes.
But far out,
okay, look how hard it is to win a premiership, but...
Yeah, you're not guaranteed nothing.
Nah.
400 a year over 3 years, Mike, you're taking that, aren't you?
You can't say no to that, man. That's like a standard contract. You're pretty much getting 2 contracts in one.
Yeah.
You can't say no to that, man. It's like Sammy said. If I'm at the Roosters, right, and I'm getting offered 800 a million, 800 a year, with Latrell. I said Latrell should have stayed, regardless of him getting $1 million. If I'm at the Roosters for 800, I'm not leaving there unless I'm getting probably 1.2 somewhere else, right?
Such a dumb call.
But when you think
mate,
about,
I know you're South tragic.
Nah.
when you're looking at Fafita. See, this is why I think it's a good move for him to go, is because like you've got Payne Haas, right? Like he's going to be the centre point of that club.
He's already got the 5-year deal.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So he's already like he's their dude. Like Payne Haas is the Broncos' future, right?
Yep.
Like don't get me wrong, Fafita's very, very good, and there's not many like him at all in the game. But see, that's why I think it's a good move for him to go to the Titans. They get that he will get a say in sort of who he would like at the club.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest. Who
do you want to run off? Yeah.
Who do you want feeding you the ball? You know, what do you think here and there with the coach? He'll have them conversations. I know Payne Haas is going to him, going, man, like we need you to stay. But realistically, like if someone offers you $400,000 more, mate, you're 22.
Yeah, you might even be 21.
That's what I mean. Like, man, that's life changing. It's life changing. Like,
that's
and he wants to look after his mum. So I think he's going to go. But I don't know.
He could earn in 1 year what a lot of people would earn in 15 to 20 years
exactly.
of their life.
Yep.
In 1 year.
And look what it could do to his future. Like he can go put money away, like investments, and you know get the right people around him to help him with the right decisions.
Yeah.
At Brisbane, like I'm not saying you can't do that, but like I think it's a good career move. Like I'd normally say, like I said to you with Latrell, you know, stay at the Roosters, man, please. Like you're going to win another comp with them, but with him, I don't think the Broncos, I don't think they're going to win with Brodie Croft at half. I don't think they're going to win a comp in the next 3-4 years.
Last night, didn't he?
Yeah. So
set restart early in the game, just drops it cold.
Bro, did you see Luciano Leilua run past him last week, bro? He threw his arm out. Not even, it was half-hearted. Like, just chucked his arm out. Just go,
That said everything to me. There was no commitment. Just throw your body at his legs.
Yeah.
Bro, that's it.
Just try.
Just try.
Even
Darius Boyd did the same thing last year and got crucified for it. He just allowed the
7 missed tackles all year though. Who's doing his stats?
Come on, man.
He just races out the line and good luck to the winger. But it's not his missed tackle.
It's not a missed tackle. It's just a really shit read.
The most amount of tries on that edge in the comp, but Darius has only missed 7 all year.
Incredible
because he shoots out into no man's land.
Yep. Good luck, mate.
Anyway.
Hey, milking penalties. Is it a scourge on the game or is it
disgusting? Like disrespectful. Like we're not in soccer.
Yeah, 100%.
Like get up.
So we've seen
Josh Morris,
2.
big fan, but that dive the other week. Like get up, man. He didn't even get touched.
I hate it.
Yeah,
I hate it.
It really burns me. Like it irks me heaps.
Nathan Brown last night. Oh, on Thursday night.
Yeah.
Did you see that one?
Yeah.
Nah.
Bro.
I'm glad Blore got back into him there.
Blore's solid, isn't he?
Penrith boy.
Yeah. His brother as well.
Yeah.
Brothers,
He goes down, and then penalty.
And then jump back up. I did see
Ready
that.
to go.
That's
He's a tough. He's hard head, man. Like just don't be a cat.
Exactly.
It's like you're not playing the game, spirit of the game.
Yeah,
That's right.
he's not being a cat. He's doing what's best for his team, but it's just not a good look for yourself. Like, I don't want to be known as that.
Blokes in the sheds be going like he'd just do anything to win, including like taking a 10-second drama lesson there. But I wouldn't do it. Like unless you're knocked out cold, stay down.
If you're the NRL CEO, would you introduce a penalty for it?
Yeah, I liked your call of penalty. Like if it's a blatant fucking carry on, bit of Qantas.
It'll bring too much grey area in, but because then they won't give away that they've milked it.
So
you
know what I mean?
It'd be a hard one to
enforce.
Yeah.
So I would like to see the opposition captain can call a captain's challenge on a milk.
Yeah.
And it goes up on the big screen for everyone to watch.
Sort of like put him on show.
Put him on show.
Would that slow the game down too much?
I don't care.
Yeah, I was really off this.
And then guilty, penalty, and 12-month suspension.
12 months?
Yeah, fuck them off.
Fuck, Gibbo. Dead set.
Mate, we're not far from soccer.
Go to the English Premier League, bro. There'll be no comp no more.
Dead set.
No.
$1 million fucking fine for that.
12-month fine. Righto.
Obviously dramatic, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't like the milk, and I really don't.
No, a week. Take a week.
Yeah.
This is fucking rugby league contact sport, mate.
So shame on the big screen. Shame on the big screen.
Yeah.
And then cop a week.
Yeah. Open
like
out
that.
Shame.
I really hated that, with Brown. Now you said it. I remember looking at it, going, "You fucking cat!"
And got up for the next hit up too.
And then fully lined him up, like, go give it to me. I'm running flat, stick it in.
Didn't Blore get him?
There was nothing wrong. Blore's solid, man. He didn't budge.
Nah.
He was Aussie kangaroo, like schoolboys, and next big thing at Penrith. So I think
Brownie come off second best there.
Yeah, I think so.
100%.
I think
Bloor
you're right.
held his
Got
own,
a very
man.
good build. He's a very good player, that Bloor.
Yeah, and he was loving it, man.
Yeah.
He was like, "Let's go, fucking run at me."
20-year-old, he could be one to watch.
Yeah,
definitely.
Speaking of
Penrith had higher hope. Like, I know they had, like, they held him up there with, talent in the club.
Yeah, he's top 30, and I think signing Capewell. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, stuff changes every week in rugby league. Yeah, managers in your ear.
It's changing daily.
Yeah, but one to watch.
How good.
Speaking of great builds, Sonny Bill Williams. So I heard last night.
Mark's favourite person ever.
Yeah.
Never talks about him.
Allegedly coming to the Roosters.
Yeah, we both heard the same thing there, but we haven't seen confirmation, which we will by the next podcast.
Yeah. So I think there's issues around him having to quarantine.
Yeah, he posted
he
on
has
Instagram last night. He's coming home.
Oh, dead set.
It's on his Instagram. So he goes, it's
I
been
haven't
a
on social media.
It's been a whirlwind couple of weeks, but we're coming home.
If he says he's coming home, bro, that's Belmore.
Mate, Warriors.
Oh, you're cryptic. You reckon that was a cryptic message?
You never know. If he's coming home, he's a Bulldog Junior. Like,
No, he won't go back.
The way
Why?
he left the
I don't know.
Bulldogs, is that still home?
100%.
Yeah.
He's always a Bulldog, bro. You listen to Willie Mason and Rennie Matua, they always talk about him. Like, Sonny's still in the chat. Sonny's come
He
out
won
and
in the
said,
comp in 2014.
100%, bro. He was the difference.
Sign all of them to a 1 year contract.
Dogs of war.
Dogs of war.
Like, honestly,
just 1 year.
Dogs need to offer Sonny 1.5 a year.
1.5.
Can I just read you the post?
Go.
It's been a crazy few days in our household. 1 minute we're settling the kids into schools over here, and the next minute we're travelling home. No matter what the next chapter holds, as long as we have Allah in our hearts, we'll be fine. So, what's
Belmore,
excited
man.
for quarantine hashtag at the bottom. So he's coming home. He's quarantined. He's definitely coming home.
So, but the thing is with that,
He did say, no matter what, if I ever come back, I'm going to the Roosters.
He did say
That's
that.
on record.
Took the words out of my
Uncle
mouth.
Nick will not let his man go. Like, he's met with Coda Nassar the other day in the cafe.
Yeah.
You reckon
not going
Uncle
to
Nick
go.
doesn't get what he wants?
Yeah.
He's put that sombrero. He's put it back on.
It's gone all the way to Canada.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
So I think Roosters will just make it happen.
Well,
Yeah,
allegedly, so
He
the
won't
Roosters
go
had 300,000 in their
They
salary.
released
cap.
that out, so back to Power.
They'll go 300.
So they had 200, plus his 100.
Yeah. They'll give him the 300,
There's
a few brown paper bags.
Yeah, but see,
and
that's
a
the
car.
problem they have here, where they go, we know Sonny's market value's $1 million, right? You're offering him
halfway.
300 on the books,
Yeah.
and there's
That's-
investigations into that,
No,
and
it's halfway through the year, but that's the difference.
so 300 for 4 games plus finals.
Yeah.
Not a bad gig.
Imagine that.
But he was on $5 million a year at Toronto,
Yeah.
so he's taking a pay cut.
You're taking a pay cut for the rest of your life.
Do
bro.
you reckon?
$5 million a year.
Do you reckon he's actually filthy? You would be.
Oh, he'd have
That was
plenty,
his
man.
retirement fund, 10 mil for 2 years.
Yeah. So, okay, so Sonny Bill Williams to the Roosters, done.
Yeah.
Harry Grant, the next Queensland hooker.
Yeah.
Big call. Jeez, he keeps on.
So, is Cameron Smith retired from
Yes, Origin.
State of Origin?
Yes.
So,
Yeah, Origin.
So Harry Grant, he's got to be the next hooker.
So the 9 spots open this year,
Yeah.
and I guess we can do a little quick fire. Who's your top 3? It'd be Jake Friend, Harry Grant, and I think they're going to...
Reed Barney.
Well, yeah, and then Benny Hunt. I don't think you start Hunt, but I'm just saying that's probably their 4 options at hooker.
Is it Cheese?
No, he's a
Queenslander?
Kiwi.
No, Kiwi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Look, out of them 4, runs on the board, Jake Friend, but geez, they'd be hard to look past Harry Grant. Jake Friend's really, his attacking game last year was awesome. He actually found a new level, But this year, his injuries and everything.
If Queensland were like halfway through like a 8-0 type thing, Friend's got the job. But I think because they've been dusted 2 years in a row now, I think they'll go with Grant.
I reckon
he's the future.
I'd go with Harry Grant.
He's
too.
Awesome, man.
He's
better than Marnie, I think.
He's so good.
Yeah.
He's so good.
What about the other week when he come on? We touched on it last podcast. The Tigers were in a bit of strife. They took him off and brought Benji on, right? Put Josh Reynolds into 9, gave him a bit of energy, but then brought Grant back on, and it was like the coach had just said something to him that just made him switch, and he come on, man, and just took charge again. He was just in his element.
I honestly think we're witnessing like the next Smith.
Yeah.
Cameron, like you watch him pick the ball up.
Yeah.
And his tempo of play.
Yeah.
I mean, we spoke about Api Coruscant. He's got the best tempo in the game as a 9 for me. Where he can bring the forwards onto the ball.
Yeah.
Run fast to play slow.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. But Grant is always eyes up, looking. He's running games good. He's quick.
Games also, yeah.
He can fire a ball out like 30 metres on the halfback's chest on the run.
Yep.
And then when he gets out, he just squares up so well.
Yeah.
His forwards are an actual option.
Yeah.
Where a lot of times these days the lead runner's just doing it because it's the play.
Yeah.
His defence.
But
his
defence for me was the next point, is the biggest thing. He does not miss tackles. And he's playing huge minutes. Like
he can play 80.
22 years old, man.
But see, the thing
Good
is
player.
with him...
And Supercoach scores consistently every week.
Unbelievable. Full cash cow.
Oh, yeah. He's made $400K and going to make more money this week.
Yeah, gone. Anyways, he...
Dally M?
Yeah, he 100%.
He would have got the 3 points on the weekend, did he?
Nah, they got beat. He wouldn't have got 3 points. They would have given it to... 3 points would have went to Moses, I think. Moses played out of his skin.
He was so quiet till he scored that.
Or Reggie might have got it.
Yeah.
He played really well. Harry Grant may have got 1 point.
He would have got a point.
Yeah.
Has anyone won Rookie of the Year and Dally M?
Ponga almost. Oh no, he didn't get it. He wasn't eligible, but it was his rookie year as a starter.
Last year, didn't he miss out?
And because he got injured
to Teddy.
Yeah, he got done by Teddy 2 points, but he had like 5 or 6 games. Yeah, he would have 100% won it.
Yeah,
but he wasn't eligible because when he was at the Cowboys, he played
a few games, and then
But it was essentially his rookie year. He was a rookie, really.
Yeah.
But eligible, no.
I don't.
Combank Cup Dally.
No,
I don't think it's happened. Rookie year.
He has to get rookie
Jared
of the year.
Hayne.
Oh yeah.
Jared Hayne.
But Rookie and Dally M.
Yeah. He's
leading.
Would they give it both to him, you reckon?
Yeah, they have to. If he gets Dally M, he's rookie
a shoo-in for rookie. Like you throw the house on that.
Yeah.
Oh, but they've got this is a thing. That rookie thing you sent us.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's a good class this year, man.
Yeah.
You know how Rookie of the Year is normally it's a no-brainer. It's a $1.04 thing.
What do you got? Stephen Crichton,
Best,
Grant,
and there's one more.
You've got...
Yeah, it was top 5, wasn't there?
Who was it? Grant, Best.
I'm just thinking.
Crichton.
What about the new guy from North Queensland?
Hamaso.
Yes.
What about that try he scored?
That was special.
Unbelievable.
Special.
And then Eric Growth.
The overlay.
Commentary. Oh, shivers.
Yes.
Yeah. That was a bit in your heyday. You would have really been going back a bit.
Yeah, man.
He's just got to get tougher. He's 18 years old. He's got to toughen up.
Yeah.
He
needs some meat on him.
He's got natural ability.
Yeah.
Like, you can't coach that, but yeah, he needs to...
Who's the other fucking rookies?
I don't know. We had Best Buy.
Anyway, top 4. That's
enough. But I think he's got it. Crichton's really good. But see, without Grant, I think Crichton will get it. Without Crichton, Best gets it. Like, it's simple.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things. But
all right.
But yeah.
So with Grant, you have Craig Bellamy for next year. What do you do with Cameron Smith and Harry Grant?
Wow. What a tough call.
And Brendan Smith.
Yeah. He just has to fit in, like, as a 9, it's got to be Cameron Smith or Grant as a 9. They're 100%. The 2 best 9s.
Yeah.
So the Cheese is a great player.
13.
But yeah, he's not the best 9.
No.
So Imagine that. What's Bellamy just be going, mate? It's your call. Obviously, he's the next immortal. Maybe they give it to JT first. Maybe, I don't know.
I think I know what'll happen. I think if Cameron Smith decides to go on, which I don't think he will, but if he does, I reckon they might loan Grant again to Tigers because it's good for Grant. Like bringing him back to, don't get me wrong, the Melbourne system's second to none, but if you bring him back and put
every week,
that's what I mean. Like, and it's just a confidence thing for him. That's what I was going to say about him. For a rookie 9 to come out when he's starting in a team like, you know, Tigers are
there's middle pack,
he's just so confident to take the ball when he wants to. Sometimes those 9s they just want to pass the ball.
Pass off the deck. Yeah. Oh shit, I've got Benji and Brooks.
Just give him the ball.
You know.
Yeah.
To do what he's done, it's very, very special.
They all rapped him. Matty Johns had a huge rap on him because he's son.
Matt Johns 3 years ago or 2 years ago said, like, this kid, no one's heard of him in the Q Cup. Harry Green, he goes, this kid's the best thing to not play NRL in the country.
Yeah.
He was at 20 years old.
Yeah. Wow.
So Sunny Coast Falcons in the feeder club for Melbourne.
Wow.
He's been saying it for every year for 3 years.
Yeah, I remember. Because Cooper played with him.
And Pat played up there in the Q Cup and, would say, like, this bloke's a freak. Like,
wow. Well, it's coming to fruition now, isn't it?
Big call.
I reckon Cameron Smith will retire.
The last little report I seen was he was on an interview quoted, I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this.
Yeah.
For me, Smith has to be at 9. You can't bring him off and put him into 7 because the whole the cohesion of the spine just goes out the window. And you can't carry it like a Jerome Hughes and then bench him. It won't work.
And he's coming into his own.
Needs to be 80-minute player.
That's it, and so does Cameron Smith, but at 9.
Yeah, you know, Brandon Smith has got to be that 50 to 60-minute impact in the middle. Lock, Finucane moves to front row.
Yeah.
You drop, that Tino's off the bench. So
he's going anyway.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's gone to Titans.
So Smith will get more minutes in the middle. Finucane's a front rower anyway, playing in the 13.
Is anyone going to Melbourne next year? Do you know?
Not that I've seen. Momirovski goes back to the Tigers next year.
Hits a swap for Grant.
Wow. I think
they're going to lose that O'Carr too.
Yeah, apparently he's definitely going to South. They're just trying to make that work.
They are. The Curry Heritage, like a lot of boys there. That may lift them,
Yeah.
They're very
Yeah.
like the brotherhood.
I just don't know why. It's so stupid, man. Like what? Like I get you want to. I don't know. I get you want to go. No, I'm not going to tee off because it's like obviously, this thing will get closed down. But I just think it's like I get that you want to go play with your mates and that, but I think like Wayne Bennett should notice that I don't think it's the best thing for the club, man. Like
James Roberts is not the best thing for the club.
That's what I mean. Like
how many chances does a bloke get?
Oh, bro, like
he's been sacked by 3 clubs. No, he left Titans, but. Yeah.
Dogs should go for Addo Carr. He's a really good player. He's Bro, listen, it's a rebuild stage for the Dogs, man, and I want big name players, man.
If the Dogs are smart, they should throw everything at Addo Carr.
I think so as well. Like imagine Addo Carr and Kotrick. Like Kotrick's strong, gets a good offload. Addo Carr, boom.
Who's the one? Who do they sign?
Burton's
fullback.
Oh, fullback.
Yeah, the one.
Oh, sorry. The one. Sorry. Yeah. Who's out there at the moment?
So Joey Johns named his list, but they were rookies.
No,
I don't
like that.
Like Albert Hopewadi.
Yeah,
and he's a great
Sailor,
player. They said. See, I don't think you can put the pressure on that on the kid doing that. Like, and Charlie Staines, like he is a fullback.
He's played one game, bro.
Yeah. Like he's a good player, but I think you need to get like a 80 gamer.
Yeah,
you're throwing 500 a bloke. You're rebuilding. You need like what happened to Nickel Klogstad. That was probably I didn't see that happening so quick.
That was unbelievable.
Yeah, he couldn't get a start at the Warriors.
Yeah,
it was always good when he come on too. Yeah. Like got a game. Like fuck, he goes good.
Just got that.
Yeah, and
what about Alex Johnson?
Yeah, that's who I was going to say.
I don't rate him.
Oh, bro,
I reckon he's a cat. I have said that for years.
Really?
Yeah, he's a cat.
Why?
He doesn't like it.
Tee off, Sammy.
No, he is.
Yeah, wow.
You reckon he's a cat?
Yeah, I do. I don't rate him. He's been
he's a gun when he plays at fullback, bro.
Nah. I watch him play. He ain't tough.
Okay.
That's for me. That's a strong opinion.
I actually
we're
really...
we're on our home podcast.
No, that's all right. You can say what you want.
Fucking
I actually think he would have been good at fullback because he has a good sleight of hands.
Nah, I don't see it.
I was just thinking players that are off contract or... Yeah, Canterbury need to go to clubs that have salary cap pressure.
Yeah.
And make offers.
Yeah.
For them to release players.
But do they pay overs to get blokes to them?
Dogs won't pay overs because of what they've got at the moment.
What
because,
they've been through.
They've got Foran. Like they don't want to get rid of Foran. They want to sign him again, but they've made that mistake of going, fuck, we're going to give this bloke $1 million, and he's played less than a season worth of games. I really think the Dogs, what they lose in the middle, right, with a foot, like I'm talking in the middle, but as a fullback. When the Bulldogs get through the line, there's never, like, you watch Dylan Edwards, bro, he's like, and when Cootie used to play, he's around every single hitter, right? He's not just a fullback to play that block shape out the back, and get that extra man. Man, you look at the teams, like, look at the best player in the game, probably besides Teddy, would be support player. Turbo or Gutho. Gutho has got energy. You need energy through the middle. Pappenhausen. They're always around the ball.
Gutho's running the most metres out of
he's fit as a fiddle, man. Like, he can just run. I always talk to Popple about this. I always say to him, right, Gutho's that dude, right? He's in the footy team. Like, coach loves him. Not the greatest player, but the coach just loves him and sort of just loves his energy. And he's there. And, like, he's always that player. When you play footy and you've always got that real fit dude, that, like, he'll score the tries that no one else can get to.
Like Darius, who's for Brisbane.
He's good.
But yes, you're 100%
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, he's not the most skillful player, and he'll say it himself, but his fitness levels get him to become one of the players that people want.
You go around the clubs, there's not, like, no one jumping out to say, all right, the Dogs can sign a quality NRL fullback. Or a quality NRL 6. Like, Burton would be, I agree with you. Would be the
Burton
6
will
they
be
need
the
to
7.
sign.
He'll go in as a halfback though.
Then you look at, all right, well, Burton and Lachlan Lewis work together.
Yeah. Because Lachlan Lewis just needs to move the ball.
Yeah. So, he's not a traditional half for me. When I watch him, he looks unco.
See, no, that's what I mean. I reckon he's a 13. Like,
big build,
heaps good defensive player. Will definitely.
Remember Nasta played 13 and 6.
Exactly.
Like,
and like we were saying the
even
other
edge,
week,
but ball like Wade Graham, back rower, sort of in that sort of mould.
Yeah, like he's got the because like we were saying before with Radley, like he's their first point of contact when they go and play shape. Like you've got like when I was thinking of that word the other week, it's receipts. Pat goes, the amount of receipts that he gets from, like, compared to what when Radley was out to when Radley was in, the halve and 5'8" for the Roosters were getting, I think it was double their receipts in saying their first touch of the ball. They can't consistently play well and get so much percentage, like high percentage plays when you touch the ball that many times. Whereas Radley will get the ball, right? Their halves are a 2-pass. So Radley gets the ball, play out the back, take a bit of pressure off, throwing 2 lead runners up. Flanagan into, who's he at 5'8"? Keary. You know what I mean? So, and that's where what's his name will come in at lock, that he can, Lachlan Lewis, because he's a half, like he's essentially a half, can defend really well. He can use the ball. He can kick. He gives you that little bit of extra ball play. Like, where every team now that's successful, they're playing with a third half. Like Brown's like that for the Eels. Like that's just how it is now. You need that extra player through the middle to get that ball wider, like that quick pass, then boom, out to your shape play. So
well, hopefully we have some answers in the next week or two.
Yeah.
There's so much going on.
I just want them to sign someone big so that they can start throwing some money around. Like, they've got Kotrick. Kotrick will be good.
Yeah.
He's a huge signing.
Yeah.
That's a great signing,
That's a good signing.
He's played Origin.
It's a start.
It's a start, but
they need
a spine member.
Yeah,
they
need
or a
6.
Yeah,
or a half. Yeah, they need. And
Matt
for
Duffy?
me,
bro, Duffy's gone. Duffy's good, bro. He's cut. Nah, he is.
No, great player, but not the bloke you'd
He's a 1.
Want to build a club with.
Yeah, but he's a 1.
For me.
I'm just trying to think of ones that are around.
That are available. So let's look at top 4. They're not going anywhere. Top 5. So you got Melbourne, Pappenhausen, no. You got Gutho, no. Dylan Edwards, no. Teddy, Turbo, no. Nickel Clockstad, no. Tigers fullback.
Valentine Holmes.
Dewey.
Yeah,
Dewey.
He wouldn't go.
He's good. I rate him.
He's a good player. Then you've got
Alex Johnson.
Yep.
Mitchell.
Sharks fullback. Who knows? Whoever on the days on
Moylan, Dugan, Katoa.
See,
Woods.
they're on big money, right?
Yeah.
You can almost see maybe one of them to shift to the Dogs as one, but I don't think it's a great signing.
I'd like Dogs to have a crack at Townsend because he's off contract. I think. Is he off contract?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he is.
There's just
Could McInnes, Townsend,
7.
Dufty.
Bro, I'd be happy with that. Dufty's
What, Dragons to sign Townsend?
No,
Dogs. The Dogs to sign them 3. So
they won't let McInnes go.
13.
Great, it would be a good signing.
But he wants to play 9. He said he wants to play 9.
And they have to sort of play Ben Hunt
He's
for the money
he's got to play hooker now. He can't
Ben
play
Hunt's
half.
a better hooker than
He
McInnes.
Geez, that's a bad call in the Dragons if they push McInnes out. He's their glue. And they're losing Frizzell.
Yeah.
Oh, what are they doing? You
Yeah.
got Tim Laffey. It's a good signing.
No, Laffey's not that bad, but in saying that, with Kotrick and Popawati, see, I feel them signing
Too many outside
Laffey.
backs, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I feel if they're signing Laffey, they're putting Popawati back to fullback. That's what they're going to do.
That's not a bad call.
He's okay, but like I'm saying, through the middle, like he's not fast. Like he's not. I love a fullback in my team. Like remember, you're going to laugh at me, but with the Dogs,
We won't laugh at you, mate.
Ben Barber around the ball, fast, Dogs successful.
Freakish, yeah.
Rod Silver, Rod Silver, Gibbo. Round the ball, fast.
Rod Silver was
Successful.
telling up police rugby league.
I know. Yeah, he was a copper.
Yeah.
I've got it. You know what? In 2000, no, it was 98. Sorry.
Yep.
98 or 99. It was when the first Stadium Australia was built, right. I used to go to all the Dogs games.
Yeah.
My auntie and uncle, mad Dogs fans. They got me into the sheds, right? Met all the players. Fucking hectic. I got all these photos with them, right?
Yeah.
I've got Rod Silver's shorts and socks, bro. No, I'm not joking. Signed.
Awesome.
I loved him. He was a gun.
He was a great player.
Luke Patton, the general.
The around the ball, fast, successful. Do you know what I mean?
Love Winnie Blues.
Yeah.
Oh, who
The
doesn't?
general.
But when they're on the pitch.
I couldn't believe that. He
It's better than White Ox.
No Ronnie Coots before a game, 48 hours.
Yeah,
was his.
that's a fucking wives' tale.
That's another myth
Mate,
that we need to
Tricky
touch
Trindle
on.
didn't live by that.
Big tree.
Oh, he needed some within 12 hours of a game.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Before warm up.
Yeah.
All right, last question, boys. Grand final. Who's your top 2? Is there anyone really standing out?
Yeah, for me there is. I know who I think it'll be.
I think it's Penrith's year.
Me too.
I think they're going to make the GF.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say we're going to win it.
Penrith Roosters.
Yeah, if they get Sonny Bill, a few variables.
Who else but? Melbourne are up there.
Melbourne are just hard to tip against. Look, it'd be so mad for the game for Penrith Para grand final.
Oh, that would be massive.
I've just got a thing about Para. I don't think they're going to do it.
I think, Raiders as well. Like, they can lift.
Ricky Stewart.
They've beaten Melbourne and Roosters. Oh, they didn't beat Melbourne, sorry. But they've...
No, they beat them a few...
No, they got beat by Melbourne and they beat
the other
Roosters,
week.
yeah.
So
They're all kind of
I've just
beating
named
each other.
5.
Mate, like your top 6, but you named 9. Did you see that?
Yeah, but they're all in there.
Equal points on 8.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Hard. What about you, Gibbo?
Melbourne.
Yeah, they go up there.
It's so hard to go against them.
And then I think Penrith one more year.
One more year?
I think Roosters, Melbourne, grand final.
Again,
man,
who wins that?
Melbourne.
You reckon they'll get one back? If the Roosters play Melbourne, Roosters win. They've got
That's
the wood.
what I
They've
reckon.
got the wood on them.
See, if Roosters play...
I still can't tip against the Roosters, really. Like,
Me either.
I don't know. I've just got that image of that Thursday night game between them two.
Oh, what a game!
That was epic.
See, that would work with like how good would that be? What a game that was, man.
Yeah.
That's game of the year.
Easily.
Nothing beats that.
100%.
Nah.
The highs, the lows.
But see, I reckon if Roosters played Melbourne in the grand final, I reckon Roosters would dust them up.
Yeah.
I think they're just much better and more clinical because of like I'm just not sold with like I don't say Jerome Hughes isn't a good player, but I just don't know about him. Like I feel like he's still a fullback.
The Roosters,
Jerome Hughes.
Yeah. Do you reckon?
He's just got to feed Munster.
That true.
Yeah.
True. Like
he does a job. He's a good support player from his fullback days.
Yeah, and because he's already up in the line.
I don't think he creates that shape though.
That's it.
Hey, if you got Munster, give him the ball.
Yeah.
And Smith can do his thing around the guts, which they did last night. And then you got Pat out the back.
Pat's a gun, eh? I love him.
I think so. I love Penrith, and I love watching them play.
Yeah.
And they're finally just gelling now.
Yeah.
I think they just need a little bit more consistency of that gelling, which I think next year they'll be unstoppable.
I think they got the belief this year that they haven't had before.
Yeah, and from what Pat says, they just all love each other, man. They're just in a real good unit.
Paddy Boy's flying up there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
He's in 21. So.
In saying that, Penrith, like, I third.
Yeah.
Third.
That like punching into those.
So
top two.
Roosters Melbourne, you've called.
So Para, you've written Para as well.
Yeah.
Me too. I don't think they'll do the job.
Yeah. Look,
Sorry, Pops.
Para fans are going off every week like they've won the comp already.
Oh.
But then they get nervous. A loss is good for us, you know. But
yeah,
a loss isn't good.
No. Roosters Panthers, Roosters into the grand final. Melbourne Para for the semi.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Melbourne in.
If Roosters click, they will not be beaten. Like if they click and so I always judge if they play 10 out of 10 and they play a 10 out of 10 who wins. So, I don't think you beat the Roosters.
No.
Yeah.
Tokiaho Hargrove's trucking up.
Yeah.
Then you got Friend out there, and then like the lock gets me. Like without Radley, that's a real
Sonny Bill, but
yeah, Sonny Bill, Keary and Flanagan and Teddy. Like Teddy just.
No, see the only
Manu's on top of his game. Then the two wingers, the Morrises,
you talk about
look at that side, man.
Bro, you talk about Flanagan. He's the weak link.
Yeah.
You talk about Flanagan, and he's the weak link in the team.
Top point
but
scorer
he's a gun
in the comp.
Do you know what I mean? Like he's when you like break down like you just did their team. He's probably like the weak link. Like if they're doing video, like they're going at Flanagan.
Yep. But he's holding.
Do you know what I mean?
He hates video day.
He's holding his own. I'll tell you what I've noticed this year. Manu hasn't really shown us what he can do this year.
Yeah.
But
for whatever reason.
They're playing
Left
a
side
really
dominant.
left side dominant attack.
Keary's getting the ball, but Keary's really floating both sides this year, which a lot of last year he wasn't.
Yeah, he was just
where
sitting
Cooper
on
was
that left
right,
edge.
Keary was left.
Yeah, he's so good down that.
It just makes it scary if Manu they start really finding some momentum and form. It'll come.
Yeah.
But imagine it they're unstoppable.
The cream's gonna rise.
It does. And Robinson, they've been there, done that. They know where they have to be.
Yeah.
And he's so young, Robinson, eh? He'll be there forever.
He will be. But, mate, for rugby league, and we can end on this note, Para, Panthers grand final will tear Sydney apart.
Oh, that'd be
insane.
That'd be so
awesome.
good. And to beat Para in a grand final.
Oh, man, imagine that.
I reckon I'd lose mates. Popple's my best mate. Then
Is it before the wedding?
it is. I might get dusted off the groomsmen list.
Mate, imagine Para lose a grand final. Imagine the mental health issues.
That'd be so dark for a Para fan.
You know what, but it'd only make sense. It'd only make
Imagine
sense.
Highmarsh.
Bro, last year, this is a funny story. Last year, me and Pops were doing a job together, and we're doing a job for this bloke named Gary Langdon. I actually think he played footy at some point. Anyways, doesn't matter. He mad Para fan, right?
Yeah.
So it was when the semi-final was on. They'd just won. I think they'd just beaten Brisbane like 50-0 or something.
Yeah, the first semi.
First semi last year.
So we're doing this job together, and bro, like they're all carrying right on, mate. You know, Eels. This is our year. Fucking blah blah blah. Anyway, so that was the Friday. then the next that we'll back at the job on the Saturday.
They didn't make the 4, so that was knockout semi, wasn't it?
Well, then they played
week 2
against
Melbourne,
and Melbourne pumped them,
flogged them
down in Melbourne.
Yeah, flogged them week 2.
36. Was it 36-0 or something like that?
Yeah, they got dusted. Oh, I don't think it was nil, but they got dusted.
Yeah, they got pumped.
And then,
bro, like I come in and I go to Pops, was filthy. The ball, bro. He was he'd done it tough over that situation. Then I go to Gary Langdon, man. He was just beside himself because he's like 60 odd or something like that.
Too.
Massive paraffin. Like walked out in his jersey and that every day. Like just love para. He's like profile pic of his Facebook's like him at Bank West, like when they pump West Tigers and that, like, and I'm just going, yes, like I love it when Parra get beat.
Pop was very passionate too. Pop's like very passionate supporter.
Yeah.
I've never beaten him in a cut. Like every time we've bet on the footy
he
for
got
a
case of beer out of me.
Fucking beats everyone, bro. He wouldn't have bought beer this year.
There's 6 in his go. I dropped mine around last weekend. He's got 6 cases.
Yeah.
Is that dropping it off? Does it?
Yeah, but I said I'll get that back around 18, mate.
Yeah,
so
just
keep
hang
it there.
on to that.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it's JD's.
Yeah, we're doubling up.
Well, mate, Para Panthers, I'd love to see that part.
Yeah, it'd be perfect.
Good. That was a few questions in there from a few of the boys at the gym, but anyone
Morgan
listening, send a few more in.
Yep. So I was a bit slack last week, so I'll put an Instagram post up for questions for our next one.
Yeah.
All good. Thanks,
all right,
guys.
legends.
Cheers.
Thanks, boys.
See you next
all right,
one.
Thanks.
Hooroo.